Shalom, this is Bahasham, and before I hop into today's lesson, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to the Most High in the name of His Son, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, in the true Paleo Hebrew tongue. Ka, Halayim, La, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Ha, Rakah, Kodash, Ma'amath. I want to give a double honor to the apostles, the elders, the GMS who rule well and teach well. I want to give a double honor to my elder apostle as well, Yahawah Ben Yasharallah, the Lions Den camp here in Jacksonville, Florida. And I want to say shalom to the Akim around four corners of the globe, pushing the truth with sincerity. And with that being said, I'm going to try to make this a little quick lesson. I got a couple precepts lined up, but we're going to try to keep it quick. But the topic of discussion is Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi being our strength. And that's self-explanatory. So I'm just go ahead and jump straight into it. This is Psalms 28:7. Yahawah is my strength and my shield. My heart trusteth in Him, and I am helped. Therefore my heart greatly rejoiceth, and with my song I will praise Him. So is that clear and cut? Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is our strength and our shield. He empowers us to go about our day-to-day lives, bear the cross, get our daily bread, and just function in this place, in these bodies, in this place and in these bodies. And he's also our shield. He protects us from the wiles of the devil, from temptation, from distress, fear, anything that could try to separate us from Him. My heart trusteth in Him. We trust in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. You know, the Lord is our shepherd. We shall not want. We have the true shepherd in Yahawashi. He fed us that bread that causes us not to hunger anymore. But we got to stay in that righteous mindset, because that word heart goes into your la'ah, meaning your mind. We have to trust in the Lord 100%. It's a mental thing. We're not. It's not anything carnal you can do to please the Lord. It's not anything carnal you can do to show that you trust in the Lord outside of doing this work, presenting your body as a living sacrifice. You know, we trust in the prophecies, the gospel, and everything having to do with Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, His light, His guidance, His wisdom, knowledge, understanding. And because of that, we are helped. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi help us strive to obtain anything we want in this world, you know. Whether it be, well, let's start off with salvation. You know, we were seeking the righteous path. The Lord led us on it. And we trust in Him to lead us down that path to completion, to reach our destination, which is the kingdom. We trust the Lord through trying times. And just in our day-to-day lives in general, man. Because we wake up in the morning, we don't know what's going on, what's going to happen to us, what we're going to experience. We trust in the Lord to keep us through that. And this is why we greatly rejoice. Because the things that the Lord do for us, we can't do by ourselves, man. And we know that the Lord's helping us to, prevail. Whether it be in our day-to-day lives or ultimately in our spiritual journey on the path to salvation. And that's why we give all praises to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. He's our strength. He's the one that gives us the energy, the spiritual mindset to go out here and strive righteously, to bear that cross, to endure to the end, to be saved. That's Him. That's not us. We can't do nothing ourselves. The Lord considered us as a worm. But He said, fear not thou worrying worm Jacob, for He will help us. The Lord looks at us as defenseless creatures. No arms, no legs, no teeth, no claws, no nothing. The Lord is our shield. And we rejoice in that because we have the true protector. Like I said, roughly paraphrasing again, Psalms 23:1, it says, the Lord is our shepherd, we shall not want. You know, when the wolves come, when the danger arises, man, Yahawashi steps in, to shoo them away, protecting the flock. Us being the sheep of the flock. The Lord feeds us, tends to us, building us up. And that's why we rejoice, man, because 2/3 of our people don't have that same protection, man. They lost sheep in the wilderness. vulnerable to the wolves and all the other predatory creatures seeking to devour them. But we're protected. We're empowered through the spirit of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. We can't forget that. First Corinthians 10 and 13. There have no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But Yahawah is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. So there's no temptation out here that you just going through that's not like that it was just specifically designed for you. You got money problems, everybody got money problems. And the closer we get to salvation, the more money problems people gonna have, leading to that dollar collapse, amongst other things that's gonna collapse in this place, you know. But the Lord won't suffer us to be tempted above that what we're able, you know. The Lord built us up to withstand the wiles of the devil, to pass the test and overcome the obstacles he set on our path. We got to believe in that. And when you pull up on these obstacles, whatever it may be, tribulation, distress, danger, you got to call on Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, trusting in him to defend and deliver you, or whatever else you need to overcome that situation, man. We're overcomers. We're more than overcomers through him that loved us. Romans 8, just to roughly paraphrase that. I don't know the exact I'll get it real quick. We ain't gonna get too deep into it. Like I said, I want to keep this kind of quick. My lesson's been kind of long. The last couple of lessons been kind of long. But Romans 8 and 37. Nay, in all these things, we are more than conquerors through him that loved us. The word was conquerors. But we're more than conquerors through him that loved us. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi loves us. Nothing of this world loves us. You the 2/3 of our people, they strengthen themselves in this world and put on worldly coverings, but they're still weak. They're not protected. But us, as long as we're faithful in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, we trust and believe in him with all our heart, all our mind, we'll have all the strength we need to do anything we want to do. 1 Corinthians 10 and 13 again. There have no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But Yahawah is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. So we're gonna be tempted. Our faith is gonna be tried, but we have a way to escape. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. Those of the Lord run into it and are safe. Just to roughly paraphrase that. We can escape anything, overcome anything through Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. We gotta stay plugged in. You can have a lamp in your house. It don't matter how many times you flick it on and off. If it's not plugged into the power source, that lamp does you no good. You can know who the Lord is, have his wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and all these things. But if you're not using it, if you're not plugged in with the Lord, it does you no good. There's people out here in this world that know Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. They know the name, but they don't care for it. They're not plugged in. They're not rooted in the foundation of the Lord. And when they're tempted, they don't have a way to escape, because the Lord not dealing with them. The Lord didn't give them the strength to be able to overcome and prevail. But us, we've been favored. The Lord blessed us to be able to overcome. Ultimately, the things of this world and the flesh, our fleshly bodies that we're in. So anything life throws our way, we can bear it, as long as we focus on the Lord. That's the thing. We got to stay focused, plugged into our power source. That's what the word God means, power. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is our power, man. Matthew 7 and 7. Ask, and it shall be given you. Seek, and ye shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened unto you. For everyone that asketh, receiveth. And he that seeketh, findeth. And to him that knocketh, it shall be open. It shall be and to him that knocketh, it shall be open. So we ask the Lord for strength. We ask the Lord for wisdom. We ask the Lord for everything we need to endure in this place as we go. Like we soldiers on the battlefield, you know. You got a communications guy on the radio. Hey, we need air support. Hey, we running out of ammo. We need an airdrop. or something like that, you know. That's us praying to the Lord. Hey, I need help overcoming this. We need backup. Whatever the case may be. Ask and it shall be given. You can't let this world cause you to move in haste to where you forget Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. You can't try to do it on your own, because we can't. And the Lord will give, you know, this Yahawashi speaking. He said, ask and it shall be given. The Lord not one to lie. For everyone that asketh, receive it. And he that seeketh, find it. So anything we want and need from Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, we ask of him. When we going through trying times, man, we ask the Lord for whatever it is we need to overcome that. And we trust and believe that he'll give it to us. He'll help us to overcome. Let me go back real quick. Make sure that was everything. Yeah, that was everything. So lucky you. Matthew 19:26. But Yahawashi beheld them and said unto them, with men this is impossible, but with Yahawah all things are possible. So if we moving according to the flesh, our carnal thoughts, worldly wisdom, anything that's not of the Lord, man, we can't overcome. We're not strong enough to overcome the obstacles on our path, to endure to the end. We're not strong enough. We need the spirit of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, that strength that he instilled within us. We need to stay plugged in with the Lord, tapped in mentally and spiritually, and make the flesh get in line with the spirit. Because as long as we're empowered through the spirit of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, we can accomplish anything. We can obtain salvation. We can endure affliction and persecution and everything else this world has to throw our way, man. That simply put, we're more than conquerors through him that loved us. Because the Lord gave us the strength to be able to conquer, overcome, persevere. Matthew 26:41. Watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. So again, going back to praying to the Lord. Anything you need from the Lord, ask him. Ask the Lord to protect you before the situation arises, you know. You need to be plugged into with the Lord before temptation arises. Because the Lord only build us up if we're focused on him, if we're studying, seeking him out, you know, doing the things commanded of us, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability. Because we don't want to enter into, it says the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. So if we moving according to the flesh, man, we're going to give into that temptation. We're going to enter into it, man. But if we're moving according to the spirit, we're strong enough to overcome, man. The spirit willing to continue on that race. Because, you know, you got people, they'll endure for a season, but their faith will start to waver. You know, like a plant. You know, like a plant. You watering it, you tending to it, it's going to grow strong. So the more we seek out the things of the Lord and study and just the things commanded of us in general, man, the stronger we become spiritually. But it's people out here, they'll tend to that plant, but they'll forsake it. You know, that faith within them will start to wilter as a neglected plant. And we don't want that for ourselves, man, because the Lord said every tree that bringeth not forth fruit is cast down and hewn to the fire. The Lord is trying our faith to see who's really worthy of him, because not everybody calling on the Lord will be saved. It doesn't matter if you calling on the right name, because if that faith isn't there, it doesn't matter. We got to be strong in the spirit of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, because the flesh weak to the things of this world. So all we have is the spirit of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi to rely on, but that's all we need. Because that's true strength. The Lord instills us with true wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of who he is, prophecies, and everything else going on. The commandment is lamp to our feet and the light to our path. The Lord revealed all things to us through the spirit. And that's one thing that nobody else in this world has. The Lord reserved that for us. That's the Lord showing us favor. We got to show our appreciation of that by trusting in it. You know, you got to have blind faith in the Lord, man. And watch him work. And that'll increase your faith. That'll make you stronger. Just watching the Lord work on your behalf. The Lord said he'll fight for us and we keep our peace. But one more time, Yahawashi is our strength. Y'all rock. That's all this lesson was edifying. And until the next time, I'm going to say shalom.